welcome back to my channel, and today I am filming a video that I love to watch. It's not the easiest video to film because it basically is adding a job on top of a job that you already have, which is packing your case for travel. But I do love to pack, and I love other people's packing videos, so I'm filming my own today. I tend to do one of these a year, and this is for a trip that we're taking with the children. We're going to Los Angeles and Las Vegas, and then back to Los Angeles. Lots of drive time. Because of that, and because Ella, my daughter is 13, she needs a larger case this year. We used to do a medium case each, Lee and I, and then the kids had a carry-on each. And now Ella's like got, you know, an adult-sized amount of clothing that she wants to bring and her shoes and all that stuff. So she needs a larger case. So she's going to take the medium case, and I now have 2 carry-ons. The reason for this is because it's easier to fit everything in the car if I do 2 carry-ons rather than another medium-sized case. Plus, then we've got the car when we get there. I have to kind of be a bit more mindful of space. Packing in a medium or a carry-on is also good if you are a bit of an overpacker, because it really does limit you for weight. I've never been overweight on a suitcase in my life, touch wood, because I totally am the kind of person that would be. And I think if I packed in a large case, I would be overweight every single time. So it does make sense for me anyway. What I'm going to do this time is pack the majority of my stuff. I'm going to try and pack pretty much everything in one carry-on that's going to be checked. And the other one is going to come on the plane with me. I also have a carry-on bag that I would usually use. I'm going to put that inside the carry-on case. And worst case scenario, if I can't fit it inside the carry-on case on the way back, my husband isn't taking a carry-on, so we can basically have the 2 to fly with it. It just gives me a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to packing everything to come home as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much as long an intro as we need. I have set up a little Amazon storefront thing. I've seen other people do this, and it's actually pretty useful when it comes to looking at the things that they've purchased from Amazon for travel. And there's a lot of stuff in here that perhaps you may be interested in, and it's kind of all in one space. So I've put a little link in the description bar for you to be able to kind of shop the travel stuff, as well as other things that I've bought from Amazon and would repurchase. But the majority of the stuff I'm talking is travel specific, including the case that I've just bought. And yeah, let's just get into what I'm taking and how I'm fitting it all into 2 small cases. Okay, so this is the case that I've always used. My carry-on case, and then we've got medium cases exactly the same. They're called the World, I want to say the World 2 cases. They're from Trip at Debenhams, but you can also buy them on Amazon. You can't buy this exact one anymore. We have a family of white ones, and I didn't want to go for a different colour, so I went for a totally different case, also by Trip. Pretty much the same, but there is a little difference. I'll show you that in a second. But I'm going to pack most of my things in this one, and I'm going to take the other one on the plane with me. So we're going to start in here. So first of all, I've got these, which are new. I've had packing cubes before. However, I never really thought that they were massively, massively useful. I didn't think that they saved a tremendous amount of space because I pack in small cases anyway. But for this particular trip, I mean, if I was packing in a large case, definitely. But for this particular trip, because we're going to multiple destinations, what I wanted to be able to do is just open this up, and then I've got everything rolled. I'll show you the video of how I rolled everything up together. But I feel like I'm going to be able to take something out, we'll steam it, we'll do everything that we want to do with it. I'm not going to be unpacking in the same way that I have in previous trips. I'm going to take something out, and everything is still going to be in its place. It's not like I'm rummaging through a suitcase. I know that in here I've got all of my, what have I got in here? All of my dresses. I've got dresses and a few jacket type things in here. And then in this one, I've got a bunch of different tops, shirts, I think maybe a cardigan or 2. I know what's in each of them, and so I'm not going to be wearing all of them at one time. They don't need to be kind of all around everywhere. It just keeps everything a little bit more contained, because I know I'm going to have to repack multiple times. Like, what? This is my first set of packing. I'm going to have to pack to go to Las Vegas, pack back to go to LA, and then fully pack to come home again. So this is the reason that I'm using these this time. I don't think they're always essential, but I think they can be very, very useful if you need to keep everything contained. Also, if anyone's wondering what this is, I'm doing a fake tan test. I'm not totally crazy. So that is the majority of my clothes. I've got a couple of pairs of shorts and some jackets, because like I said, I'm just not sure what the weather's going to be like, and so can't be too careful adding some layers. Then I've got my toiletries and makeup, which is all in this bag. I've done a ton of travel makeup videos in the past. If you want me to go over what's in here, let me know when I'll do something while we're on holiday, but otherwise I can link to a bunch of others. I don't feel like it's changed all that much. This dog needs all the attention. And the last few things to go in this case, I've got a curling wand. This is from Cloud9, and 2 pairs of shoes. So I have 1 pair of heels, and the reason that I even bought these heels in the first place was because, well, number one, I thought they were quite summery and they would go with everything, but also I thought that they would kind of not take up very much space in my case. And I don't know if I'm really going to wear heels, so I'm taking these, and I'm taking these, which are from Primark. They are an amazing dupe for some YSL tribute sandals, and they were £6 whole. So I think that these are the only 2 shoes that I'm going to take, and then I'm going to wear trainers on the plane, which are probably the shoes I'm going to wear for the majority of the trip. I may take a pair of jeans, I'm not 100% sure yet. I think that's going to be a last minute addition, and I'll throw them in the other case if I decide to. But that is pretty much my clothes and shoes and toiletries, you know, a regular suitcase worth of stuff. This is the other case that I bought. What I quite like about this is it hasn't got a zip. So if you tend to put a lot of stuff in your case and you can't zip it up very well, this is like a completely different way of closing it. It's like got a thing on the side, I don't know what to describe this as, like a lever, and you can close it like that. It would be absolutely perfect if it was really stuffed full of clothes and then you couldn't quite close it with the zipper. I think that you would really, really like this one. So I got this the other day. Again, this is definitely available from Amazon, because I nearly purchased it from Amazon just so I didn't have to get it home. But I ended up picking it up while I was in Debenhams, which you can also get trip luggage from there. So in here I haven't put everything in here yet. I'm going to throw in some underwear as well, but I've got all my swimwear, and I've got some pyjamas. I've got some belts, more belts than anyone should ever bring on a trip, but again, it's all about outfits and accessories. I have sunglasses in here and a few more tech accessories. I've like wrapped all the sunglasses up, so hopefully they'll be super safe, and it's not going to be very full in this case anyway. I was considering packing things within this other packing cube, but I don't really think it's necessary. I have this one thing, which is like a thing for filming so that you get smooth shots, but you can use an iPhone. Bizarre little piece of technology that I decided I needed a couple of years ago, that won't really fit in anything. And then I've got this, which is like cords and chargers and all that kind of stuff. This is the stuff that I wouldn't want to put in my main case, just in case it got lost. I've also got a, what is this called? Extension lead. Extension lead, because then you only need, I have got maybe 2 or 3 in here anyway, but then you only need, in theory, 1 adapter, and it means that you can charge lots of things overnight, and it is absolutely one thing that I think, if you know any tips for packing, it is my one thing that I feel like not everybody does, but as soon as you know about it, you go, oh, how obvious. I also have disposable cameras. I've got them for me and the kids. Lee's not super into it, but I don't know whether or not to put this in my case or let everybody have them on the plane. I have a feeling the smallest one will probably end up just like taking 39 pictures of the flight, so I think I may end up putting these in with my underwear and stuff just so they're safe. But again, they're not actually being packed and checked. They're going to be with me on the plane, worst case scenario, in case one of the children desperately needs to take a picture out of the window on a disposable camera. So that's almost everything that's going to go in here. This is from Longchamp. It is the Le Pliage Neo, I think. I got it last year and I really, really love it. It's very, very durable. I just really like that it's all black. I never really liked the Longchamp bags when they had the brown leather. Just wasn't into it. And so when I saw that they're like colour-coded versions, so like the red one has red leather, for example, I was really into it. This has been an amazing travel bag. I've used it just as like a weekend bag lots of times, and as a bag on the plane it's great as well. You can also get, because it's just totally flat, so worst case scenario, if I decided that I didn't want to put anything in it but I wanted to bring it with me just in case, I could just like line my suitcase with it and it would be a really handy bag to have with me. I think you can kind of fold them all up so that they kind of, I don't know, I've seen people do that, but I wouldn't. It's not something I need to do. Anyway, so this is going to be what's on the plane with me. This is going to have my laptop, my iPad, all the stuff that maybe I would need in flight, all of my like passports and all those things will be in here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here. It's not going to be super, super full anyway, but I'm going to put it in here just to take up half of the suitcase. So basically I've got half a suitcase spare for the way back. That's the plan. It also means that when we get onto the plane, I can unzip this, take this out for the flight, and then we can put this in the overhead bin, and we don't have to worry about it being 2 pieces of hand luggage. So worst case scenario, if for some reason Lee needed to have a piece of hand luggage, that's what I would do. But he won't, and so on the way home, I'll be able to take that out, fill it absolutely to capacity, and I've got another half of a suitcase in there. If I do decide to throw in some jeans, I've definitely got space in this half. I feel like I said before, I'm not an underpacker. I'm not like a packing light kind of person. I've definitely taken way more clothes than I need. I've taken more accessories and stuff than I need. And I always pack too much makeup, but I don't have to make it, like, I can compact it into a small space. It doesn't need to spread out and take up a ton of space. And I'll just give you a demo of this closing. I just think it's like the smartest thing. And they all spin as well, so absolutely essential. They've got the spinning wheels that make everything so much easier. Oh, it has a thing on the back. I don't think my other one does. No, it doesn't. I didn't know what it was. It's got like a little thing, and I was like trying to figure out what it was, so I pulled it out, and it's a thing to put your name on. Huh. So I'm pretty much packed. I am doing this a little bit in advance, so I am going to throw in things like my laptop and my charger and all that stuff. But like I say, I am going to be doing a carry-on video, so I'll probably cover a lot of the stuff that maybe you would want to see, like any in-flight makeup that I might take, which I think will be minimal if anything. It's mostly like skincare stuff I like to do on the plane. Anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions. I will try my best to answer them. I think this will go up before we actually travel anyway. So if you do want me to make any other specific videos or anything, then I may have a little bit of time before we go. Otherwise, there will be lots of vlogs, lots of Instagram stuff. Follow me everywhere if you want to see what we get up to. And check out my other travel videos if you are on a binge because you are also going on a trip, because that's basically what I'm in the midst of on my YouTube journey right now. All I'm watching is this kind of stuff, and I'll watch one after the other. So I've got lots more for you to watch if you are in one of those moods. I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Every time I'm going out.